This movie, man. This movie trailer. I never heard of this. This movie has the news on this movie has been out there for a while. Because I googled it after I saw this trailer. That's the purpose of the trailer, is to get you to know that this movie's coming. So we're gonna have to watch this real quick if you haven't seen it, or maybe it's a teaser. Trailer is too short to be a trailer, probably. But this is the trailer for this movie. My Son Hunter.
The boy.
So that's the teaser. I believe there's a trailer coming because the movie's coming out in 2-3 weeks, September 7th. So there was a lot in this little teaser here, though. This is a story that I believe is in Hunter's book. If you see, he's out there in the streets trying to get some product, and someone has a piece at him. And the voice here, who did the voice on? Oh, I know the actor. I forgot his name, but great voice on Joe Biden here.
The boy.
That's a great Joe Biden impression. Is that the acting?
The boy.
It was spooky though. That's a spooky. Tim Pool is typically very cautious, conservative when it comes to not like politically conservative, but just conservative when it comes to making allegations. And Tim Pool has just flat out, this is out of character for him, flat out says he believes, allegedly, just hypothetically in his head, I'm not making this allegation. I'm not even going as far as Tim go. I mean, there's justification for it, but Tim has said multiple times that he believes that something inappropriate happened between father and son here. And that's crazy for a guy that's pretty milquetoast and, conservative in making those type of allegations. That's how bad it is.
The boy.
This is good acting here. Well, just a little beef picture, but it looks like, that looks like what you would envision Hunter looking like, in a tough moment. I don't know what this one is. Looks like Biden taking off a cape. What is that? Does anybody know that reference? That is weird. That might be, I don't know. I've not heard that one. I don't know. That looks like Joe there. I don't know. I have to Google that. I don't know that reference. Then you have some other stuff here. They're going to talk about, now this one, I photoshopped, this is what I used for the thumbnail. That is Gina Carano. This Joe Biden. They depicted Brandon sniffing the hair. This is not me. I'm not alleging anything. This is the movie. They're doing this. I don't know if that's a story. I have never heard that. They're saying it's not a documentary. It's a movie. But that's Brandon sniffing of the hair of a female Secret Service officer, Gina Carano. The midterms are coming up, man. Things are getting spicy. That's for sure. This is from Breitbart. So things are getting so spicy. Breitbart has a movie with Brandon sniffing the hair of a Secret Service agent. Just let the salt flow. Shocking trailer for bombshell film. My Son Hunter shows Joe Biden kissing Secret Service agent's neck. Now that one was sniffing the hair. I don't know if there's another scene. If that looks just like Joe. That looks just like him. On the right here. Am I showing my screen? Yeah. The teaser looks good because that could easily come across as corny, and you've got some real people involved in this thing here. It will revolve around the corrupt history of the scandalous son of President Joe Biden. I'm going to be interested if they tie in Beau Biden, because rest in peace. Sad story with Beau Biden. passing, he was the one that was supposed to be president right now, not Joe. It was supposed to be Bo. Bo was the one who was buttoned up. Bo was the one who was, in line. Bo was the one that could do the press conference. Bo was the one who was AG. And he passed. And Hunter wrote about that in his book. You got to read Hunter's book. I mean, he just lays a lot of it out in the book. I mean, a lot of the computer from hell. And you can tell that moment really didn't help things. I know that they've done the family has done some weird stuff, like stuff that's factual. Like Robert Biden, and I call him Robert to mean it disrespectfully. I wish him the best. Hopefully he's recovered, but there's a certain lack of respect that I can't get past with the Bidens. So Robert was with Bo's widow. Like, that's weird stuff. That's just weird. And the way they text message and talk to each other was just some other stuff. So I'm wondering if that's going to be in it. Man, this thing could be they could do this like, Biden won't be relevant because he's going to drop out, I think, after the midterms. But did you see him looking goofy when he signed that ridiculous Inflation Reduction Act bill? Looking not goofy, but looking just completely lost. Oh man, it was scary, sad to see. But there's so much in there, you could do like multiple movies. So this is the movie here. It's told. This is interesting. The movie is told from the perspective of the Secret Service agent played by Gina Carano, who serves as a narrator as well. Carano says in the opening line, "This is not a true story, except for all the facts." Let me know what you think. You gonna watch that movie? I will. I'm not going to lie. I will watch the movie. I will see that. I mean, it seems spicy. It seems, of course, biased, but I do want to see it. We have a lot of facts. There's a lot of facts that could be brought up. I mean, there's too many for a 2-hour movie, so they're going to have to really cut that down. You can't, I mean, how do you get into Ukraine, Russia, China, plus Hunter, plus Joe, allegedly taking showers with, Google that. You can't get into all of that. I mean, their life story is, they've got one hell of a life story. With, it's starting out with the car accident for Joe Biden's first, I think it was his first wife. I mean, it starts with tragedy. His first wife got into a car accident back in the 70s. And that's the mom of Bo, and I don't know how people probably know but just in case you don't know, that Joe's first wife, who died in the car accident, and I'll have to look it up to see the details of it, but that's the mother of Bo and Robert. They called him Bobby back in the day. And then Jill came along. His first wife was a teacher as well. And I think famously, did Joe get sworn in the hospital because they got messed up in the car accident. And so Bo and Hunter were in the car. Let me look this up before I get something wrong. I can't do that. Let me look this up. Let me get this on Wikipedia real quick. I hate using Wikipedia, but it's kind of convenient for something like this. Okay. So yes. So her name was Is that Nelia? Her name was Nelia Biden. She was an American teacher and the first wife of Joe Biden. She died in a car crash in 1972. And I completely forgot to mention Their sister, Naomi, died along with their mom. And that's sad tragedy, stuff. Bo and Hunter then, like I said, and he was known as Bobby, were critically injured but survived. So there's a lot behind it. To me, if you're going to do Hunter in the movie, I don't know. He talks about that in his book. But, I think it's tied in. The tragedy, the death, all of that to, running to the demons. And I never want to see anybody, run to demons like that. I talked about how the devil shows differently for different people. And for him, it was that Parmesan was the devil. I don't know if he's clean or not now. That doesn't mean he shouldn't be held accountable. They say right now nobody's above the law, but it seems like some people are. Not that I don't have any, empathy for their situation, but y'all are the ones saying that no one's above the law. I don't know. But yeah, let me see. I'll have to look that up separately, but Joe was famously in the hospital. I guess it was with Bo and Robert. He got sworn in for, was that the House? Was he, I don't know. I forget if Joe was in the House first and then the Senate or what, but yeah, it's a hell of a, wait, is that true, Metalopoly? No. Let me look that up. I'm not going to get to half the stuff I wanted to get to wait, what? I knew y'all would know more than me in the chat on this, but I think, let me see something here. You guys got me. I didn't know Jill was even in the picture. Okay. Let's look this up. So I'm doing this in real time, Metalopoly. There's a fact check about it, and that probably goes in your favor if they're trying to do a fact check. I have never seen this part. I've never seen this. Man, their family story is weird. Let's see what this is. Okay, so the fact check says memes are not the best source. Like, this is Snopes. If you're going to do a fact check, just do the fact check. I don't need your righteous indignation about memes or what. Just tell me what the facts are. Hell out of here. Claim First Lady Jill Biden was a teenager working as the Biden family babysitter when she started dating President Biden. That's a very specific claim. So when you make a claim that specific, if any part of it's false, it's false. So, but let's take a look and see what they say. Let's see. Can we read? Listen to this. Let's see if we play.
Was Jill Biden Joe Biden's babysitter? Claim. First Lady Jill Biden was a teenager working as the Biden family babysitter when she started dating President Joe Biden. Rating. False. The story of how U.S. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden met is a relatively simple one. They were set up on a blind date by the president's brother in March 1975. On social media, however, some users claim that the pair had a more sordid history. A February 2021 Facebook post, for instance, claimed that Jill was working as a babysitter for Joe and his family when the pair first met. This post falsely alleges that Jill was underage and insinuates that their relationship began while Joe was still married to his first wife. Jill was not the Biden family babysitter, and she did not start dating Joe until she was in her 20s. The above displayed photograph is genuine, but it does not show Jill at 15 years old. This photograph was posted to the First Lady's own Instagram account in August 2020, and was accompanied by a caption that indicated that this picture was taken circa 1975. The Biden campaign dated the photo to 1976. At the time, Jill would have been approximately 24. Joe would have been about 33. Biden's first wife, Nylia Hunter Biden, passed away in a car crash 3 years before this photograph was taken. The Bidens were married in 1977. A newspaper article published in the Delaware's The Morning News recounts the beginnings of their relationship. According to this report, the future first couple were set up on a blind date by Biden's brother Frank. Son told Joe to marry Jill Sunday, July 17, 1977, page 3 The Morning News, Wilmington, Delaware, newspapers.com. The claim that Jill and Joe Biden first met when Jill was 15 and working as a babysitter for the Biden family is completely unfounded. In reality, the pair met in 1975, after the death of Biden's first wife, and while Jill was a student in her mid-20s.
Here's the problem I have with the fact checks.
Did a hack banner say, "We are all domestic terrorists"?
Here's the problem I have with fact checks. It's different to say the story is false than to say it is unfounded. Those are two entirely different things. So I'm not going to say that it's true or not true. What gets me upset is we have to be able to live, and not with you, Metalopoly. I'm upset with a fact check that we have to be able to live in this world of I don't know. So if you're going to do the fact check, I'm fine with it to say, I don't know. They said this is when they met. That's the check. We don't know for sure. At least based on that fact check. They said it was a different scenario, that it was a Jim. What's his brother's name? Jim? His brother set them up when she was in their 20s, and I think it said that she was never their babysitter at all. Let me look that up real quick. Let's see. Jill was not the Biden family babysitter. It claimed that Jill was working as a babysitter for Joe and his family. Man, these weasel world words are scary, because I'm like, are you using these words just to be specific? I don't know. But I'm comfortable saying I don't know. That's a weird ass family though. That's for damn sure. I do know that. That's something I do know.